gonna have to update that intro there, DP.
Woo! Nice.
Looks beautiful.
Wow, that was awesome. Awesome. We gotta
Sexy
get the applause happening. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
It's ComicsBurgh Showcase 2025. I mean, we probably shouldn't have put even a date on this because we might do more than one of these a year. But you know, as the first out, I think putting a year on that probably works. How you guys doing today?
Good.
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 Everybody seems really happy and chipper. Everybody seems a little happy and chipper. Come on, is there all the energy?
Of course.
Super happy. Super happy.
New year, new products, new stories to tell.
Right,
There you go.
2025.
Get the energy going. So, all I'm saying is that this is the first of hopefully many of these that we're going to do. And you know, we'll talk about it as we go along. Anything that's going to change is unknown at this point. So, we'll talk about the diamond thing. We'll talk about where we think things are going to land, but at this point, we really have no idea at all. So let's show some books. So William is not here to talk about Trillion, so I will be the bearer of that information. So for those that don't know, Trillion is a book about a woman who is in a car accident, and her family is offered to kind of save her life by some greedy guy who then puts $1 trillion worth of material into her body, turning her into a superhero. Problem is that she has to work for him to work off that debt. So I think that this book is only local now, but we're looking to get it going more national. It's a good book. So I mean, it's something that we can kind of pull in to our other titles, do crossovers and things like that, and it can be a lot of fun. So if you haven't checked out Trillion yet, give it a look, and it's a good book. So give it a go. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that it's at Phantom in Pittsburgh and at New Dimension, but not 100% sure on that. So Grant, what's going on with Beowulf?
Yeah, so this is a prequel / sequel to the miniseries that came out last year, and issue 1 is currently on Kickstarter. Am I allowed to share the link?
Yep.
Okay, I don't know if it'll work or not because I don't know if I'm an administrator on your.
Well, here I can.
Not, but I'll put it in the private chat. Yeah, Grendel's Curse. Everybody asks me when am I going to introduce Grendel. Issue 1 has Grendel's mother. Grendel isn't in issue 1, but he's going to be in issue 2. But yeah, issue 1 sees Beowulf going up against Grendel's mother.
And they said that it's live on Kickstarter right now. Here, I just dropped the link, and here's the page. So, Grant, you had a pretty good first day. You were over 1,000 on the first day. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is a little bit longer than my usual comic book. I'm jumping up from 22 pages to 32 pages. So it's a little bit more expensive, but it's actually like more bang for your buck.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's play the video.
Sure.
Finally, it's time for the follow-up to the hit modern fantasy comic book, Beowulf. Victor, the reincarnation of the legendary warrior Beowulf, is plagued by visions of his ancestor facing off against his most infamous rivals, Grendel and Grendel's mother. Victor, with his lovable sidekick and spirit guide Mooney, the cat with magic powers, must reevaluate everything they've come to believe in this epic adventure. Were Grendel and Grendel's mother actually the monsters they were portrayed as in storybooks? Could somebody be using dark magic in an attempt to resurrect Grendel and his mother in a petty act of revenge? For the answers to these mysteries, plus plenty of action, humor, and magic, check out Beowulf, Grendel's Curse. This is a 3-issue miniseries, with each issue being over 30 pages. Get it now for a limited time on Kickstarter.
Cool. So yeah, you're more than halfway there with 37 days to go. So you're pretty much in line to crush this. So yeah, 57% already. Are you doing any other live streams or anything?
Yeah, I've been doing them. I'm scheduled to go up on you know what, I'm off the top of my head I don't remember, but yeah, I am scheduled to do a couple different live streams.
Oh, so you've got customer testimonies in here and everything?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a spiffy video too. I really like that.
Nice.
Yeah, and the people, a lot of people do videos, and I know that some people don't do videos and they don't care. But I mean, whatever works, right? I bet I know who backed this. Cool.
Right, you got 37 days left on that, huh? So yeah. You're definitely well on your way.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was asking a question in the chat. Did you think the Make 100 made any difference for you as far as promotion wise?
I mean, it's hard to say. Like I said, this has been probably the best Kickstarter I've done. So I definitely don't think it hurt. I'll put it that way.
It definitely didn't hurt. Yeah.
What
eyeballs to it?
What does that Make 100 tag mean in a Kickstarter?
It basically, they do like every year. Every January they do like a Make 100 for all the Kickstarter. Anybody who tags it, they basically push it more in the algorithm. So it gets if you got your tag there on your Kickstarter, you get a little bit more promotion coverage, within the Kickstarter algorithm. So it's kind of hard to quantify, but I mean, they promote it enough to where January is one of the slower months, I believe, for Kickstarter. Is probably a reason why they push it like that. But it definitely doesn't hurt, to put it on your thing there if you got a Kickstarter going. I've had a couple Kickstarters going in January and have definitely used it, and I think it's definitely helped my Kickstarters when it happened.
Okay, cool. So it's kind of like a almost like a hashtag or like a community activity. I think of like Inktober, something like that.
Right, like an open call.
Yeah.
I mean, you're saying that January is usually slow because you're coming off of holidays. And then like you're probably the biggest. That's just like usually the second quarter because of taxes, where most people will try to launch their Kickstarters in between in that corridor. So they're grabbing people because they'll have money.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The idea.
Mr. DP, what you got going on?
All right. I got a few things here. So I'll be presenting the Theme of Thieves. For anyone who knows, this product is a combination of what I like to say Lost meets Quantum Leap meets the Wire. And I have a trade paperback coming, pretty soon. So coming the summer of, this year to 2025, spring, summer, I'll be collecting the first 4 issues of the Theme of Thieves. The book title is The Crazy Man Returns. Okay. It's basically about 2 teens and a mysterious being. This guy right here, you see in a red suit. They're traveling through time. They're beginning the journey of traveling into, through time and trying to solve a mystery of why people actually disappear in the present. It's a event called Evanescence, where people have been disappearing for about the past couple centuries, and it's come to a point where people are just gradually disappearing even more in the present. So our heroes are trying to find out about themselves and what's actually going on with the mystery that's actually happening. So the first issue premiered in stores last February. We had like a big rollout for that, and so far we're on issue 4, and like I said, I'm collecting the first 4 issues titled Book 1, the Crazy Man Returns. The artists on it are Dan Ickes and Ruben Gonzalez. Dan Ickes did the first 2 issues, Ruben did the second 2 issues, and Alex Zief and Veronica Gans are my colorers, who does the colors, and Marco Della Verde has done all 4 issues for lettering and everything. So got that going on. So can't wait for that to actually debut and everything. We'll be doing a Kickstarter for that. Let me try to pull that up.
You got it. I got it open if you want me to share.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and put it up.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be doing a Kickstarter for that come pretty soon. Haven't nailed down an exact date for it. But yeah, I'll be doing a Kickstarter for the trade paperback, pretty soon here. Been sending out mailers, and we got like some followers and stuff already. So if you haven't followed already, make sure that you go to like the Kickstarter link on our website. You can go to themeofthieves.com and go there as well, or just search on Kickstarter the Theme of Thieves, and you'll be able to follow this Kickstarter so you'll know when it launches. So got that going on. So like I said, you'll be getting a date pretty soon as far as when I'm going to launch, and you'll be getting blasted as far as that. The next thing I have is called Kid Power Defenders. So I'm pretty excited about this. It's my first kid related comic superhero adventure that I'm basically taking characters that I'm going to eventually introduce in the Theme of Thieves in an adult version, and they're basically the kid versions of this. Okay, it doesn't take place in the same universe as adult stuff. It takes place in its own separate, entity and everything. As you can see, you got that the man in the red suit. He's part of the team and everything. He's called Kid Red. I got Kid Yellow, Kid White, Mr. Gray in the middle there, Kid Blue, Kid Black, and also Kid Green. So a bit diverse, group of characters there. And my main purpose in introducing these was to sort of like get into like the 6 to 10-year-old range and tell stories of characters, going into history and meeting like famous people like Einstein, Gary Moore, the inventor of the traffic light and everything. Just basically different events in history that kids that may not actually know, that they can actually learn from through the stories that I end up telling in this. It's going to span from either a comic or just like a straight children's book. And like I said, the age range is going to be pretty much like from 6 to 10. But I'm pretty excited about this. I had the Power Defenders was one group of characters I made up way back when I was a kid. And I'm sort of like bringing that concept back with a different set of characters than the original ones that I actually presented it as. But this will be coming around the fall of 2025. I've done children's books before, a couple of them already, named Sammy and Sissy. You can go right on the themeofthieves.com and check out those couple books I've done. I've done one on like washing your hands, and we've done another one on grief and everything. But getting back into the children's realm is a really good thing for me because it gets a really great response, especially when you can like cater to like a vast amount of people to get that, you know, get that audience with. So I'm pretty excited about this when it comes. I got another book called Echo of Evanescence coming out in winter of this year. I'm in the midst of writing it with Jess Sims. We've actually finished the first draft. It's going to be about close to 300 plus pages. This is basically a spinoff of The Theme of Thieves, and it's about two agent characters from the World Department of Natural Phenomenon that I have in the first and fourth issues that they appear. And basically, you know, their names is Caitlin and Daryl. They're two detectives that go into like a mystery trying to find out what happened in a particular Evanescence case. So this is a small story basically in the world of the present. It doesn't go back into the past or anything like that. It's basically in a realm of like a thriller mystery. Okay. So I'm pretty excited about, you know, where everything is going. I can't wait for like the audience to actually see it. And the novel form is pretty decent because it doesn't require me to actually hire like a, artist to do like a lot of the work. We're basically, just collaborating together to come up with like a story that, that fits into like the world of The Theme of Thieves.
Right. And you don't have to do any panel breaks.
No, don't have to do any panel breaks and everything. It's straight read because a lot of people have been asking me. I like comics. I like, the graphic novel stuff is fine, but I'm more like a book reader and everything. So this is my attempt to, get sort of like bring in like a lot of the book readers and stuff into like, the world that I'm trying to create. And I think it's a really good play, and I'm excited to see how it goes. Winter 2025 of this year is when that's going to end up debuting. So it's called The Echo of Evanescence. And like I said, it's a spinoff of The Theme of Thieves. So this is another thing that I'm really excited about. The Theme of Thieves motion comic is going to come out sometime this summer. Okay. I'm going to give you guys like a preview of what that looks like or what it's going to sound like and everything. It's not in its finished stages yet, but we've been working on it for about a couple months now.
A chilling, quiet blankets the southern-style house. The moon hangs high, casting its ghostly glow on the quarters and shed nearby. Shadows stretch unnaturally across the ground, whispering secrets of the night. Inside, a man and woman lie in bed, their breathing soft and steady. A painting of a family of 6 smiles warmly, an unsettling contrast to the creeping tension in the room. The man's face, peaceful at first, rests in the dim light of the window. But shadows play tricks, sharpening the edges of serenity with a hint of unease. His eyes remain closed, his breath's calm, yet something stirs. His face fills the frame, inviting you into his stillness. Nothing moves, nothing, until his expression changes. One eye cracks open, glinting in the faint moonlight. It doesn't blink, it doesn't dart. It only stares, holding its intensity like a secret waiting to unfold. He rises, silent but deliberate, his bare feet meeting the cold floor with purpose. His wife sleeps on, undisturbed. He lingers, gazing down at her, his face unreadable, a statue carved by moonlight. Finally, he moves to the door. It creaks faintly, breaking the stillness as he steps into the hallway. The man walks down the hallway, his back silhouetted by faint light. He pauses at a doorway, peering in to see his children fast asleep. A soft, loving smile spreads across his face as he watches them, their peaceful forms untouched by the night's tension. Descending the stairs, shadows obscure his figure. Each step is careful, deliberate, as if he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. Reaching for his gun, he grips it firmly before opening the back door. The night air greets him, cool and heavy with an unsettling quiet. Crossing the yard, he walks toward the other living quarters. His movements are steady, purposeful, as moonlight casts long shadows behind him. He opens the door to the slave quarters, stepping inside. The room is dim, and the scent of hay mingles with the stillness. From behind, we see him standing there, gun in hand, his eyes fixed on a black man and woman sleeping on a cloth bed lined with straw. In a corner, Children, a boy, a girl, lie fast asleep. Breaking the silence, he speaks, his voice low but commanding.
Wake up, Odessa. Time to go.
All right. So it's not finished yet. So we'll have like a few effects and everything, still getting the sound and stuff together. But that sort of like came about because I've been watching like videos of different YouTubers, and also TikTok online, just narrating Marvel and Image and other comics out there and everything. And my thing was, okay, if they're doing this like this, well, why can't I do my stuff and sort of like gain a bigger audience with what they're doing and everything. So just trying to just branch it out and trying to expand the audience and everything. And once we actually put it up on YouTube and stuff, I have links back to like the trade paperback when it comes out. So I'm trying to coincide everything with that. Hopefully ends up getting a lot of promotion and views where people who aren't actually watch or reading comics and stuff or my stuff at least, they can actually go online and see and hear the story. It'll be captioned stuff with it too. And then they can decide whether they want to actually come and purchase the book and first purchase like the full story. But this will have like episodes. It's probably going to end up spanning about like 30, 40 episodes and everything by the time I get to like where I'm at right now. So looking forward to that. And I can't wait to for when that's done. I'm also introducing a soundtrack to that as well, in which I've done like most of the music for. So can't wait. So looking forward to the Theme of Thieves motion comics this summer.
And that was you with doing all the voices, right?
I got some help from some chat GPT help there.
Oh no, don't say that out loud.
Hey, it's there for you to use, so you might as well use it.
Yeah. If you're looking for voice talent as well,
looks good.
We can I can help find some folks.
All right.
Yeah,
looks pretty good.
So long as it doesn't cost me too much there, I'm liking what they got going. The good thing about like artificial intelligence stuff, it's a lot of options out there that it's just an abundance of different voices and opportunities, and you don't have to deal with people's schedules. You don't have to deal with all this rigmarole that comes with it and everything. You just start punching in your prompts and just go from there. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Mr. Herrenberg, wake from your slumber.
Oh, I'm definitely here. Yeah, that was a great presentation, DP. Yeah, so I basically got 4 things that I could. Should I? Oh, you have those 4 links. Okay, I put 4 links in the chat. So first of all, in the past year, our newest things that are on offer is episode 24 and issue 4 of the comic, and then the brand new collector's card. So let's go over that, and then I'll give you a very short preview of what's coming up in 2025. Here is the episode 24, Love is a Battlefield of Herrenberg, the newest one that's out now.
She's living in Herrenberg. Never mind what you heard. Superheroine is the word. She's living fantastic dreams. She's shooting out laser beams, taking over computer screens. She puts her costume on, and she's feeling super strong. When deadly threats attack, she'll be ready to strike back. She's living in Herrenberg.
Yeah, so this episode's been doing well. It's of course, as usual, in our live action TV universe with entirely local talent. And as usual, the lovely art at the end by Jason Wright, who always does our cover art as well. And yeah, let's briefly check out Comic Book 4, which is out now and available all over Pittsburgh and about 20 to 25 stores outside of Pittsburgh as well. Yeah, Heroinberg Comics number 4 is out with cover art by Jason Wright and interior art by Benjamin Zeus Barnett and Wayne Brown, with some cool pinups on the back. You see 2 pinups there. The one with the purple lady, Lunessa, is by Jeff Hicks, who is the proprietor of the World Class Bullshitters YouTube channel. And the one on the left is a guy from Italy who does boot removal art. So anyway, yeah, exactly. So that is comic book number 4, available all over Pittsburgh and from our website and in a bunch of stores around the country. We'll be having that, of course, at Comic-Cons in the coming year, as we're going to do lots of those. But the latest product, as Marvin knows, is the collector's cards, which just came out, and we debuted them at a local event on January 16th here in Pittsburgh at the August Wilson Museum. These are a new product for us. I know that Marvin has also done cards for The Edge as well. And of course, Grant has done characters for Beowulf. We have all 20 of our good girls, the ones on the good side of justice. We call it Forces of Good. And it's a 20 card set ranging from A to Z, literally from Arctica to Xenia. And you can see them right there. The front cover art is done by a California artist, Raymond P. Francisco. He's kind of the first guy from outside Pittsburgh that I had do a big project. He did a really good job on them. He's kind of a little bit anime influenced. And then you can see on the back, every card has vital statistics and a little backstory on the heroine. So there's 20 cards. And if these do well, if we sell 50 to 100 packs over the course of a year, then next year we'll do the Forces of Evil as well. And that is the front of the Red Gina card you see there. Thank you, by the way, to Jessica, who actually plays Red Gina. She took that photo for us. And yeah, our collector's card is our newest product, which is out now and available on the website as of basically today. Today's the official release party, I guess. So thanks for showing that. And yeah, finally, in the coming year, we're going to be working on comic book issue number 5. We have a new interior artist, Lauren Skinkis, who's going to be debuting. He's going to start working on it in about a month, and it should be done by the fall for available in fall Comic-Cons. And Marvin, if you want to show the link to the episode 25 preview photo, that is one of the 3 cast photos for episode 25, which will also be released at the end of February. It's all done, and our editor is going to be working on it starting on this Monday. Do you see that link there, Marvin, in the chat? Mm-hmm. Right. So there you go. This is a really fun. This is one of the 3 shoots that we did, starring Julie as Industria, Mara as Etheria, and Arctica as and Bridget as Arctica. A lot of people know Bridget from our various Comic-Cons over the years. The 4th person is the owner of Frankie's Hot Dogs, Leanne Zank. She let us shoot in the legendary Frankie's Hot Dogs in Lawrenceville, and she was very gracious, and we had a really fun time doing that. So thanks to Leanne, and episode 25 featuring that cast and 2 more casts will be out at the end of February. Got a lot of stuff planned for 2025, and we hope to see everybody at many Comic-Cons, including Heroes Con, one of our biggest ones in Charlotte in June. Thanks a lot, Marvin.
Oh, no problem. You skipped over the other show we in June.
What's our other show? You mean the one that's coming up first?
Yeah.
Are you talking about tomorrow, or are you talking about
Rivers, man?
Oh yes, of course. So also is this late May? It's the last weekend in May, right?
No, it's the first weekend in June.
First weekend in June. Sorry about that. Yeah. So of course we are going to be at Du Bois Con and Du Bois, PA on March 8th. Various members of ComicsBurgh. But yeah, our hometown con, the one that we love the most, is going to be Three Rivers Con, first weekend in June, downtown at the convention center. That is always a blast. Everybody will be there with bells on. All of our many of our actresses will be showing up to give autographs. And of course, ComicsBurgh Row, as usual, will be effect an entire row of tables from all the ComicsBurgh creators right in the middle of the convention center, smack dab. So don't forget, if you're in Pittsburgh or the local area, to come in the first weekend of June downtown and meet all of your ComicsBurgh creators and celebrities.
Everybody loves the hat, DP.
Get that comment up there.
You got to put a ComicsBurgh logo on some cowboy hats and start selling my shit. We should all get cowboy hats for Three Rivers.
Yeah, we should go DP style.
Once
Go
we start
DP style. That's what it is.
DP style.
touring Texas,
I'll wear it.
Wyoming.
Yeah, I definitely wear it. You know what I mean, I need the glasses too.
Their prescription. Oh yeah, I can take the fedora. That's what's up, man. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Rod rocks the fedora on his show.
Yeah, make sure you guys check out Rod, his stuff and everything.
Yeah, Rican Comics
and collectibles.
Every day for lunch. He does the lunch show every day now.
Does the lunch show every day, man?
Yeah,
I mean that's some good eating right there.
That's some good Puerto Rican food. He changed the channel from Just a Rican to Just Rican, I guess.
It's Rican Comics and Collectibles.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
So it's Rob the Rican.
Rob, exactly.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, Rob.
Mr. Page.
Yes, I'm here.
What's going on?
I am here. Well, this year's been busy for me. I've been doing a lot of writing. So, on top of the Chest Edge crossover that, I'm looking to have premiere at Heroes Con, the physical copies. I did a story called Beer and Bullets with Mr. Tony Cattell and Malcolm McFadden of 16 Comics and Tony Cattell of Advent Comics. So, it's one of the crossovers I wrote earlier this year, and the Kickstarter starts off February 4th. And it's a crossover between Pinpoint, Malcolm from Southside, and Subject 14 or Subject 0 for 16 Comics.
Yep.
Subject 0, yeah. So it's definitely one of the more. Say again?
Who's the villain in this?
Phantom Tech. It's a villain made up by Malcolm McFadden of 16 Comics, and just think of him like I guess what's the guy from Valiant? Bloodsport, something similar to like a Bloodsport character.
Okay.
You mean Bloodshot, right?
Bloodshot, yes, Bloodshot. Or nanotech, body capability. So this is a fun crossover I wrote, and along with them, and it's just about 3 of the characters after their mission to get together at a bar for a beer, and Phantom Tech comes in to hunt them down. So it's a fun read. I mean, we didn't really do too much backstory. We kept it a lot of action, and you get to see each of the characters' personalities. And even Marvin's character Revenant is featured in it on page 2, the Pinpoint. So
yeah, that Revenant,
check it out.
What a awesome. He like goes around and just starts trouble where he just goes around and starts trouble.
Yeah. We gotta keep the edge in there. We gotta keep Revenant. We trying to keep all the characters going. And Revenant is featured fighting Pinpoint on page 2.
So here's something just in Kickstarter in general. How great was it for them to add all this stuff to the preview page? Because it made it so much easier to give people an idea of what they were getting just by having like being able to put the story up on the preview page.
Yeah,
Remember,
I'm checking this out. They didn't have this last year, so this
no,
must
they
be
oh yeah,
Nah, yeah.
it was there.
Yeah, we definitely added. We definitely added more as stuff came in. You know, the new covers came in, new pages came in, and he's gonna be adding everything to it, the full everything to it by February 4th.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think in the spring they added you can add all this stuff to the preview page.
Yeah, it wasn't there when I had my last Kickstarter. So yeah, like you said, it's a great thing that you can add a lot more images and stuff of the stuff that people can, you know, search or, you know, just scroll up and down on when they're previewing it just before you launch.
It used to be the launch page, and you had that one static image you could have on there. Now you can put videos and stuff on there, so you get somebody an idea of what they can look forward to on that, and it just makes it so much simpler for marketing purposes.
That's correct. That is correct. So, and we added more to it, and we're gonna add more to it as well. And I can tell you, not only being the writer, but being a fan of comic books and late. I guess I'm an image head. So that type of action comic books, I'm a fan of what's going on with this crossover. I mean, the pages that have been coming back, it's been crazy. Shout out to Malcolm McFadden, who's really took charge over the pages and the artwork style of the story. I am a fan of this comic book. It's one of the best looking comic books that I feel like I've been a part of so far. So
yeah, Paige, I look at a lot of your stuff and everything. It definitely reminds me of, like, you know, early image stuff, especially like a lot of the design work.
Yeah, well, actually, you know, my design's been the same for years. You know, like I said, me and Marvin started out, I don't know how many years ago now. I mean, I don't know how old he is, but
America Online days. I'll just say that, America Online.
Yeah. So my characters hasn't really changed, but you know, yeah, it's just been great to have the response lately. It's in the last 2 years I had the greatest response to my characters since we started. I don't know how many years ago.
You got a really big boost from Travis Bueller when he did the
yeah. He did the chess. He did the chess limited. Yep. He did the chess limited and stuff like that.
Yeah. So what's going on with chess? Are they coming back or what?
I'm actually working on a chess storyline right now. I'm writing it currently. I'm not done with it, but I'm planning on putting it back out, a brand new chess storyline in late this year.
Cool.
It depends on how everything goes with, you know, the diamond situation.
We'll get into that in a little bit. We can talk about what's in previews right now.
We got Chess City of Heroes in previews right now, which is an old book. It's a fan favorite for my conventions. So it's one of my older books, but it's been a fan favorite at conventions. So I decided to put it out so everybody get their hands on it.
Yeah, including that we've got the Edge number 10. So what we were saying is that depending on how things go with distribution, there could be some changes in how issue 10 comes out, because the issue 10 to me was going to be a big deal. I was going to consider it like a milestone for us for getting to an issue 10 and just make a big deal of it. At Three Rivers this year, we will have an exclusive cover again for issue 10. So I'll show that as always on New Dimension Comics show. But I mean, a lot of things happened in the year. Like we released, we have the trade coming out. So the issue 1 through 4 trade will be coming out next month in stores. But as you say, is that depending on what happens with Diamond, is it could change everything for us. So that's what the cover looks like. Also coming soon is our Blaine high stakes story. So we talked about this before, is that Blaine is going to have his own one-shot trilogy which originally started with a storyline called Rush. But as things changed and went in different directions, the story starts here now. So the character sitting on the couch, his name is Robert Massey. He has some information that everyone wants to get. So he's in Las Vegas making a fool of himself and accidentally releases his location. So a bunch of people descend on the hotel to get him, and Blaine is sent in to pull him out before he either is killed or gives up the information to the people they don't want to have it. So that kind of coincides with the Blaine action figure. So the Kickstarter for the action figure, which will be coming later this year, will include that one shot as part of the package. So anyone who pre-orders the action figure gets the Blaine High Stakes one shot, which is currently 48 pages for free. It will be in previews, I think, next month. So if you didn't get the action figure, you can still order the book through your shops or get it from me at a convention. Our next item that will be coming up is the Volume 2 trade. So we're closing out the second storyline, Reign of Chaos, with issue 9. Issue 9 was in previews last month, so that should be coming out in April, hopefully. So then the trade will follow right after that. So if you back the Kickstarter we did last, which was Volume 1 and Volume 2, the trade is right now at the printer. So I should have those in the next week or so, and starting shipping probably in 2 weeks. So you'll be getting your stickers, your T-shirts, and your books in about 2 weeks. So the fun time starts because I get to pack up all those boxes and take them to the post office and get side-eyed by the person that works at the post office. I mean, I think that to me, that's probably the funnest thing about doing this stuff is taking those packages to the post office and getting side-eyed. Like, why in the world are you bringing all these boxes? When I did it last time, I had them do pickup. And I actually asked the guy who does pickup first, hey, how many of these boxes do you think I could put out here for you to pick up? And he said, depends on how heavy they are. So I said, let's go. I did like 20 at a time. So that's our ad for Reign of Chaos. And I said before, issue 10, it's going to be a big deal. If things go south for Diamond, I'll probably do a Kickstarter for it. So to make sure that everyone can get their copies. And then we'll see what's going to go from there. So one of the things that we've been kind of discussing and talking about as we go forward is what happens with distribution, because we don't have any idea what's going to happen, and we're just kind of like sitting here waiting to see if the other shoe's going to drop or if we're going to move forward at all. So the one thing that we do have is ICV2. So this is direct from publishers to stores. I've started putting books up on the store. So everything on here will be wholesale priced. To make orders for stores, it has to be at least 5 copies of a single issue. But this should be ready to go in a couple weeks. So if this is an option for anybody, the links will be out in our next newsletter. If you want to give this a try, depending on what happens with Diamond, because I said we don't know. We've had fillers from other distributors, but again, even if we do sign a contract with them, it could be months before they're ready to distribute anything. You can also do, we have a retail section on the ComicsBurgh website if you want to check that out. Those are set up for wholesale also. So we'll have multiple options open depending on who or how things want to go, and to see where we're going to go with this, because it's going to be challenging, and like we're ready, but we're not ready. So we don't want Diamond to go away, but if they do, then there's nothing we can do. Yep, and as Michael said, smash that like button, because we the algorithms.
Smash the like button.
Hopefully Diamond gets it back together and
we're back in shape. The rumor is that that's what.
I think at this point in time, it's looking like they have no choice, but they have to sell, and it's just going to be a matter of if they're going to divvy up everything separately or if it's going to be one of those things where it's like, all right, we've got nothing, give us $1 million and you get it all.
Is it true that Universal might buy them though?
Universal. There was news that Universal wanted Alliance, which is their game distributor in their UK operations, but then a story came out that Universal may go after the entire landscape, everything they have. Universal at ComicsBurgh a couple years ago, we're talking about opening up a warehouse in the United States, so this is their way in. But we'll see what happens because they pretty much lost all the high tier and mid tier publishers. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, it kind of helps us because it puts us up onto another tier with Diamond. So I don't know. All right, Mr. Isaac.
All right. So hi everybody. I'm Isaac from Incubator Productions. We are one of the newest citizens of ComicsBurgh. And today, just want to introduce to everybody a little bit about Incubator Productions, what we do. We do three things. We produce works on commission from different clients. So you can see here kind of an example of one of those kinds of projects. We do a lot of education at the Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh. We teach cartooning workshops. We work with a handful of other organizations as well to teach the various visual storytelling techniques to help new creators get their comic books, get their animation, children's books, you name it, from idea into inked product, right? And the last thing we do, of course, is publishing. So today we'll talk a little bit about the newest edition that we'll be collaborating with ComicsBurgh with. Just to give a quick rundown of the highlights from 2024, also to say we're like a brand new business. We filed for an LLC in 2024, and we've been getting high into motion since then. So some of the things we did, we started an interview series with different creators to kind of find the different techniques and lessons that they've learned in making comics. And that is run by Karina Stepensky, our archivist in residence. Some of the other projects we did summer teen intensives with the Library of Pittsburgh, where teens got together into teams of 4 and 5, and they created an original comic book pitch package in a 3-day workshop. So that's kind of learning the whole methodology and way of getting your ideas onto paper in an organized way, so that one day a publisher like ComicsBurgh could take a look at your work and say, hey, this thing might be good enough for it. We did some commission pieces as well. I did a cover for a book on commission recently. We piloted a little video game as well. You can go to the Incubator Productions website, and if you can beat the game, please send me an email because that's an impressive feat. It's a very short game. Other things, we collaborated with the August Wilson Center and with Phil Thompson and Collections in Black, and we did some guided field trips back in October. And we started our newsletter, where if you sign up for our newsletter, about once a quarter, we send you a nice PDF comic book of the cartoon roundup, which takes some of the different creators who we've worked with. And yeah, it's a nice 30-page PDF of free comics. Who can complain? Some of the things we have in store for 2025, this is a year that's kind of a major transition for Incubator. One of the most exciting things is our partnership with ComicsBurgh, and we're starting to distribute Dr. Carrots, both #1, and we'll be putting out this year Dr. Carrots #2 with ComicsBurgh. So stay tuned for that. Be on the lookout. We're really excited about this project. It's from an amazing artist and writer and animator in Atlanta. His name is Spencer Thompson. And yeah, this one will make you piss your pants. It's a funny one. Some of the other cool things with Incubator, we're starting to build and we're open for commission on commercial client-based projects as well. This year, we'll be collaborating with the Pittsburgh Hispanic Development Corporation to put together a series of comics to teach people how to file their taxes and to take advantage of the Volunteer Income Tax Assistant Program at PHDC. So if you make under $67,000 per year, you can go to PHDC this year and you can take advantage of their Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. One of the coolest, and this will be our primary publishing project for 2025, is, and the proof, our very rough cuts just came in for our children's book, Milo the Mime. And I'll try to open this up and kind of share some interior pages for folks to see there as well. So Milo the Mime is an exciting children's book about a nonverbal mime who, through his eccentric gesture-making practices, thwarts a bank heist, saves the day, and finds his place in the city that he lives in. It's a wonderful story just about learning to accept yourself and really lean into what makes you you. And that can be a superpower in its own right. This summer is when we'll be launching Milo the Mime, and this actually is an exciting project for Incubator as well. This will be our first Kickstarter project, and that'll be a campaign that we run in the spring. So stay tuned with a lot of that stuff. The best way to stay involved right now is to go to that Incubator Productions website and join our newsletter. We're really, really excited for this project, and I should make a pitch too that this is one of many projects. So if you're a creator or you have an idea and you need that assistance, that coaching to put it into a finished piece, come to Incubator Productions. We have an intake form and many ways to get involved.
Awesome.
That's
a lot of stuff going on, man.
Oh yeah, many things in motion. This is kind of I've been working on these projects. I say we're new this year. We're newly in LLC, but a lot of my efforts as a cartoonist and creator, this has been something I've been working on for a long time. Speaking of long-term projects, this beautiful little piece of AI art that has nothing related to Incubator on it, except for being a proxy for the most exciting thing we've got going on for this year. We've been teaching workshops for the past 3 years on how to cartoon, and we're about to take things to a new level with this mobile cartoon museum project. So this is marrying a lot of the best things we do at the Incubator Productions workshop and really bringing in some experiential design and some original comic book art and setting up gallery space during those workshops that we teach. So we're calling it for now the Mobile Cartoon Museum. And on March 30th at the Pittsburgh Indie Comics Expo, we will be doing our debut exhibit, which will be a piece of the pie, as we call it. It's kind of the acronym for Pittsburgh Indie Comics Expo. So stay tuned for that. This is a project that is being led by our archivist in residence, Karina Stepensky, and we can't be more excited for everything that's to come here. It's kind of our big, it's our big project for 2025 if publishing isn't enough. And that's something where we'll be sharing more about the whole journey and process in the coming months. There's a lot of opportunity and space to get involved. We do see this as being an effort that will very likely turn into a nonprofit project. But we still have to get through a few milestones before kind of shifting into that direction. So yeah, that's our vision for 2025 in a nutshell.
Awesome. Awesome.
All right. So that's our presentation for 2025. Is anything else you guys want to pick out there and talk about? So we've got a show tomorrow. I almost forgot. It'll be Grant, Isaac, and myself going to hell. I don't know why it's called that, but I mean, Grant, have you been there before?
I have not. Helltown was the name of Mount Pleasant before they decided. They originally they didn't want tourism, and then they decided that they wanted tourism, so they changed their name from Helltown to Mount Pleasant.
Oh wait, I know exactly why it was called Helltown.
Okay.
Do you know why?
No.
Does that have to do with steel mills?
No, I just realized because I happen to know this. So the zip code for Mount Pleasant is 15666.
Get out.
Wow.
That's right. I happen to know this because I have a friend who lives there, and he told me this, and I was like, "Oh my god!" So yeah, that's why it's called Helltown.
So tomorrow noon to 5, free admission. So you don't have to pay to get in. Stop pass. We'll have some books and some other things. So it looks like you'll have Jim Rugg and Howard Bender and Patrick Block will be there.
And us.
Well, we're not on the list here, so I mean, we had to talk to John and Todd about not putting ComicsBurgh on the list of.
Check your emails, guys, because I just sent you an email about it.
Yeah, I saw it. Because I was asking about the chairs, and he had in there, no, there'll be no chairs. So I got chairs.
We'll talk about that after the show.
Yes. Cool.
So not right after, because I'm taking a nap after this, because I feel like
it's nap time. Cool.
Hey, also be on the lookout. We'll be doing a ComicsBurgh sampler later, right around like May, June this year, right around Free Comic Book Day. Hopefully we get it, done by then. But just make sure that you guys are checking that out. We'll hopefully be introducing a Kickstarter for that at some point, so we can, raise funds for that. We'll be soliciting for ads for the first time, with ComicsBurgh. So we'll be, trying to get ad presence into like, our, comics there, starting with the sampler. And we'll see where this runs. This is our first time trying it, and you never know what may happen.
Yeah, we want to be like Isaac and just do a lot of stuff.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to, just right. We were talking about it earlier. Just stir the waters, and we're excited about that sampler too, and it's going to be something where with ComicsBurgh, we're really excited to really just share the joy, share the the presence and the journey with people. And hey, if you're in the business and you want to leverage our platform for your business, we're here for you. That's part of our, well, it's also part of my charm of comics, things I like in there. So
yeah. And if you want to get more information, make sure that you're going to comicsburgh.com. Follow us all over on social media at ComicsBurgh. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, X, Instagram, and now that TikTok's back, we may be up on there as well.
Blue Sky, we're on Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. Oh yeah, Blue Sky coming in there too. Yeah. Anything social media wise, ComicsBurgh is there.
And
we want to be where people are. So if you're there, we want to be there.
So Antoine, Scott just said hi. Just want to say hi to Antoine. Thanks for watching.
So we've got some other things coming up. If you are familiar, if you're in Pennsylvania and you know about PA Cyber, we're going to be talking to the students on the Pittsburgh side first, and then the Philadelphia side later. So that's going to be one of our first student involved actions through ComicsBurgh and then also Incubator. So that one's going to be a lot of fun. We're linked in with a few other colleges and schools that we're going to be talking to them about comic book creation and reading, because we noticed that comic books aren't read a lot anymore, and we want to try to change that. We want to put comic books back into the youngsters' hands so they can get a taste of what it's like to go to the comic shop and spend up all your money, so that you don't have money to buy drugs or anything else.
And let's be real, just building literacy in general is something where I think the biggest drug we have is that dang cell phone. And, you know, that's something where
screen time goes down.
Paper's an immersive space, you know, and that's where we get creative. And when we get creative, it's not just comics we make, right? You know, it's changing lives. So
build yourself, build something, create something. It doesn't matter what it is. Make believe time is always a good thing, as Mr. Rogers will probably say. Go to the land of make believe, because some of the things that you see in the daily life you don't really need to care about as much as people think you need to.
Just watch out for the purple panda.
Purple panda.
Yeah, just to say that we need more Mr. Rogers in the world. More Bob Ross. So if we can help to motivate some of those new lines of Mr. Rogers and Bob Ross's, I'm good with it.
Absolutely.
All right. If anybody doesn't have anything else, that's going to end our show. Check out Grant every Monday on Grant Straws. Check out Edge of ComicsBurgh on Saturdays at different times, completely all the time. Sometimes one, sometimes two. So I mean, it's always got something going on through ComicsBurgh. So keep an eye out on our channels. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye, guys.
All right.